My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin, and we've been getting together here for many years to talk about the early days of single sideband, about the early radios, about the vacuum tube technology, and how it was that we got from the year 1951, when the first commercial single sideband rig went on the air, to where we are today. And I'm on one of those transitory radios called Cheap and Easy SSB back in 1953. QST had an article about how to convert a BC458 to a primitive early phasing type single sideband exciter, and it was called Cheap and Easy SSB, and many of them were built back then. Then KG7 came along in more modern times and built this one right here, and then he built a companion receiver to go with it. So I'm on an all homebrew station, and this is the only all homebrew station I know of that's currently being used to call a net. Buy-sell trades are appropriate if they're vintage radio related, and great place to ask for technical advice if you're working on a radio and need some help with something. I've got a list here. I'm going to talk to some people, and we'll go from there. If you're an early and you got forgotten about, and we start taking check-ins from the field, why, let us know you were an early and you got forgotten about. KE5GNZ, Ray still there?
Roger, roger.
Talk to us.
Hello, everybody out there on the net. This is Ray down here in Angleton, just south of Houston. Call us Kilo Echo 5, Golf November Zulu. Tonight we're talking on an old Kenwood TS820 with an MC50 microphone into a homebrew modified Kenwood TL922 that's running a 3CX 1500. And we're tickling just about 1,300 watts onto it, driving it just a little over 18 watts. Now, all that runs out into an inverted V out there, 200 feet from the house, about 45, 50 feet up at the apex. Other than that, we're working on a 2-meter amp that we've been having problems with and trying to get it lined out. Other than that, that's it. KE5GNZ, back to net.
Very fine, Ray. Those old Kenwoods may outlive us all. They're amazing. I took one apart one time just for the parts, and it was the hardest radio to take apart I ever worked on. They're amazing. Good to hear you this evening. TXW, my neighbor. Talk to us, George.
Lynn all around the net from WB5TXW for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. So I am on the usual S-line gear, 32S175, S3 to 30L1. It all appears to be working. Sure 444 microphone. Out to the dipole in the woods in the side yard. Just that simple. And I think we got 1/4 of an inch of rain today. Over.
Well, we're overdue. I'm glad we got it. It's apparently not completely over. Maybe not tomorrow, but then it's supposed to come back. So I'll take all we can get.
Oh, yes. We need it. And that's about it. Good band today. Good sig today. Tonight, good signals. WB5TXW back to net.
Pat Collins has done the right thing for you. Still talks great. Sounds wonderful. Talking up a storm. Good signal. KK5TC. Robert, you still there? Well, I said I was going to trap Sammy. Sammy, you still over there? DPP, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm here. I'll say good evening. I got a mouthful of sandwich, but good evening to you, man. W5 DPP.
Sounding good. Any new projects in the works on your end?
No, still just working, trying to get rid of some stuff. That's about it.
Me too. We never thought they'd be saying that, but I'm doing that too. That's life, I guess. All right, let's see here. I got KE5Q. How about it, Jim?
Yeah, K5LYN. This is KE5Q. Good evening, everybody. Band seems to be in pretty good shape here tonight. Tonight we are on the KWM2, driving the 30L1, using a D104. That's going into the Ultimax 8040 double bazooka there. Nothing to buy, sell, or trade. K5LYN, KE5Q.
Any trips to Columbia in the works, Jim?
No, we were going to go, but we're going to head back up to Virginia there for Christmas with the kids. So It'll be probably next spring.
Okay. Great place. It's been too long. I need to get back down there soon one of these days. Keep me posted. All right, I got 3 more. I got KC5L, N5PF, and AG5XP, and then I'll give it to Jay maybe, and I got KC5NOB maybe on the, I'm not sure if I got that right, Jay. KC5L, what do you say, Tom?
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the net. It's Tom, KC5L in San Antonio, and tonight we're on the usual here, talking on the Central Electronics 200B with the D104 microphone, and it's driving the matching 600L amplifier, doing about 300 watts into a Johnson KW matchbox, and a homebrew double it up about 15 feet, and we're listening on the R390A. You're cheap and easy, sounding great, as usual, and that's all I have, so back to you, Lynn, KC5L.
Very fine, Tom. I'm going to tell you what I'm working on maybe by next week. You know, my 10A, my Central Electronics 10A, I've been using with a Drake receiver, and using the output of the Drake receiver to be the VFO for the 10A by way of a converter I built. I found a BC458 in the floor of the closet, so I'm going to get it rehabilitated and put it with that 10A, so we'll be absolutely, totally correct for mid-1950s single sideband. If I put it with the 75A4 or a Drake 1A, I'll be mid-50s. We'll see if we get this done by next week. It's good to hear. Beautiful signal. Okay, N5PF. How about it, Phil?
Hello, Lynn. N5PF here, still located in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Having a good day. Wife went shopping about 4 days ago or 5 days ago and come back with some kind of rhinovirus, I think they call them, a bad cold. And this thing is finally turning me loose. It's been wiping me out for the last 3 days. So it's easing up. I still got a little head congestion and my voice is a little different. But anyway, other than that, things are great. Temperature is terrible. Beautiful fall, but the winter is turning out, well, it's not winter yet. The late fall is turning out pretty bad. Been below freezing several days, and that's January weather. I'm on the KWM2 Howell microphone, a EQSB 200 that's low. I'm only getting about 250 out of it. It's been going downhill for a while, so I can only get about 200 on 20 meters. So I got to get some tubes, I guess. I'll check it out. Running out of cage dipole at 50 feet, and I hope Texas weather is better than Mississippi weather. Back to you. This is N5PF.
Phil, I thought your voice was different, so that explains it. Cold. Yeah, that's a change of seasons thing sometimes for several of us. So far, I haven't had mine. But we're celebrating the rain here. But, you know, our trees are confused by the late fall. They haven't dropped their leaves yet. That's very, very weird around here. Don't know what to make of it. Okay, moving on down the road. Hey, AG5XP, talk to us, Kenneth.
Hello, Lynn, and everybody on the net. This is Kenneth, AG5XP up here in Brownwood. Tonight we're on the old concept GSB 100, feeding the GSB 101 amplifier. This is another phasing type exciter that seems to be working. Got a Hamlin HQ140X for the receiver, and using an old Yaesu Landlighter patch box. Using it for the speaker, and it seems to sound pretty good. That's about what we got here, Lynn. Back to you, AG5XP.
Yeah, you know, I think we'll always like phasing audio, Ken. You know, it's something we grew up on and still like the way it sounds. Crystal filters can sound pretty good, but they're never quite like phasing. Nice work on your part. Okay, Jay, you want to pick it up and run with it? How about it? KM5QS, K5LYN.
Alrighty, I can do that, Lynn. I got a couple here, and then we'll just see whoever else shows up. So we can do that. This good. Thank you, Lynn. KM5QS here with. Let me see. I'm not on my Swan tonight. I'm on the 990 and 9500 and stuff like that. Just didn't have time to warm up the old thing, but it still works good. But at any rate, K8WOZ, Dan, your turn.
Oh, holy cow, boy, I figured I was going to take Byron's spot, checking in to be at the end there. Yeah, boy, this is Dan, KWZ in the sanctuary city of Houston, soon to be not a sanctuary city, I guess. And just run same old thing. I wanted to do what Lynn was just talking about, but still haven't made it. And running a Kenwood, dang it, Kenwood TS-830 with all the attachments, VFO and all that stuff, and driving a homebrew pair of 813s, about 900 watts. And it's drizzling out here too. The microphone's an MC50, and the antenna is an inverted V about 40 feet in the air. But I finally got this Kenwood T599D working, and I had taken that thing completely apart 4 or 5 times. Finally got the VFO to stabilize. Anyway, it's working pretty good, and I had found a spot here on the one shelf, and I'm going to put that in here as a transmitter and use the 75A4 as a receiver, and either drive the pair of 813s or a Heathkit SB220. It's got some Ford-400As in it. So maybe, hopefully next week. I had planned on having that ready tonight, but I had to help my neighbor bring home a Christmas tree. That's it from here. Thanks very much, Jay, KWOZ.
Oh, okay, Dan. Boy, yeah, that $5.99. Those are excellent radios. I had like 4 or 5 different sets of those cotton picking things, and it'll make a companion with that receiver really well. I'm really interested in hearing it next week if you get it run there. Hope you do. Anyway, thank you, sir. We'll talk to you later. John, KC5NOB, are you still in there?
Hey, hello, Jay. Yeah, I don't know why you called me. I'm running a 766 Pro 2 into a hybrid Alpha that's been worked on, running, about legal limit, but into, I don't know, some old wires out there, and I hope I don't have no RF. I've been working that out on all day.
Okay, I think you might have, your mic is either real hot or something's going on. Your voice is a little different.
I may have been talking a little loud.
Okay, well, and we're awful close too, so that's... it might not be that way out in the distance. We're only 5-6 miles apart as a crow flies. Anyway, all right. Oh, thank you, John. All right, it's the end of my list. So who's next? Who we have not talked to yet on the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
MOE Kilo Delta 5 Foxtrot X-ray.
Delta Hotel Echo.
Okay, I got Fox X-ray and Delta Hotel Echo, and there was one more, I think. Who was that?
DMOE, WA5MOE.
Okay, I'll start with you, WA5MOE. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, just good evening to the group here. It sounds really good over here in College Station. Hails Mike, and we're running tonight. We're just running the KWM2A and a 30L1 into an inverted V up about 35 feet. And I was playing with the audio earlier. I don't know where I am on my audio, but anyhow, everybody sounds good tonight, and just wanted to warm up the place. It's kind of chilly outside. WA5MOE.
Oh, your audio is just fine, and it sounds good, so it's working for you. Thank you, sir. All righty, KD5FX, your turn, sir.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Sounding really good down here, or up here, I guess I should say, in Ponca City, Oklahoma, north central Oklahoma. Name here's Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. Tonight I'm also on a KWM2A with a 30L1 amp into an inverted V out about 35 feet, so ditto from the last guy there. Everybody's sounding really well, and we had a great day in Ponca City today. It was about 60-something degrees, and it's supposed to be a big cold front come through tonight, cool us down into like the 40s tomorrow, so not really looking forward to that. But anyway, back to net, this KD56.
All right. Thank you, Dave. That Collins is sounding fine. Collins seems to be, well, I guess they're the Collins, they survive really well. We tend to be a lot of them out there still working. That's a good thing. But you're sounding great down here this evening. Thank you, sir, for checking in. And I heard you up there, Jim, K5DHE. Your turn, sir.
Yeah, okay, Kilo 5 Alpha Hotel Echo. Name is Jim, and I happen to be in Granbury, Texas. And I don't think I've heard this many really strong signals up here since I've been listening to this net the last year or so. Everybody's signal's extremely strong here. I have to turn my gain way down here on this receiver. Tonight I'm talking on my Swan, talk on my Swan 500, which is a very nice radio. Used by Byron at one point, and passed it on to me. And the antenna is a Buxcom up about 35 feet, and we're running barefoot. Don't have an afterburner of any kind on this thing. So the microphone is a Shure 444, and the tuner is a Drake 2000 little antenna tuner. Well, that's the rundown on this station here tonight. Over.
Okay, Jim. Well, it's working for you, even barefooted. You're making it down here pretty good. And the old Swans they kind of hang in there. I'm not on mine tonight, but that was my fault. I didn't have time to warm it up and one thing and another. So anyway, all righty. Thank you, sir, for checking in. Well, that's the end of my list, so I'll take a couple more off the air, and we'll see what we got. Who's next?
K5 Kilo X-Ray Delta.
WB5 DYA.
Okay, let me see here. Got about 3 there, so let me start with, the suffix was Kilo X-Ray Delta. Go ahead, sir.
This is K5 Kilo X-Ray Delta, running a FT101E into a FL2100 amp with an electro voice. I think it's a 636. It's hard to read that middle letter on the deal. It's called the Slimline microphone and a flat top dipole. I'm pushing out about 500-600 watts. I don't run this amp too hard. They're old and fragile. Don't want to break them. Great participating in the low anchor sideband net tonight. Good signals all the way around. Great to hear all these rigs. Back to net control.
Oh, thank you, sir. I didn't get your name.
Handle is Jerry.
I'm sorry, I had a static crash. Say again?
Yeah, we got that lightning issue tonight. The handle is Jerry, Jerry, in northeast Texas, at Wood County, and they call it Wood County because we're in the woods.
Well, in northeast Texas, that's about all you got up there, isn't it? Anyway, I got you, Jerry. You're coming in pretty good. It's just on my end a little bit. I've got a little static on one thing and another, but you're doing fine. So thank you, sir, for checking in. I believe the next one on the list is Cliff, DYA. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, how do we sound?
Oh, you sound like Cliff.
Oh, good. Well, this is Cliff, WB5 DYA in Cedar Park. Enjoying the net. Everybody's got a really good signal tonight. We're on our Kenwood station, 890, and then Kentech 417. So, and a dipole up about 50 feet. Enjoying the net, listening to everybody, and we got some guys here in the shack having a good time. So back to net control, WB5 DYA.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's all about, having a good time and old radios and one thing and another and friends, and it's all good. It's all good this evening. Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate it. KB5, no, that's not right. KB0, UOZ, Perry, up there in the great state of Missouri. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jay, thanks for getting me in. Big signal up here this evening. Sounding good. Yeah, we're kind of on our same old green junk here. We're on the SB 104 and transmitter and using the SB 303 solid state receiver e-skit here tonight and choking this lollipop with a Shure 450, a Shure 350 cartridge here. I need to check that, see what that is. Anyway, now we're driving the SB 220, the SB 220 here. Looks like near 1,300 watts. So we're pushing it probably as hard as it needs to be pushed. It's still using the, as far as I know, I've had it several years now, the original IMAX, and but I was looking in there with the flashlight, looking around. I'm going to have to get around and rebuild that thing. I'm seeing a couple of little cracks in the top of the cap, so she's getting ready to shut things out. So anyway, that's a winter project. As soon as I get retired here from work, that'll be one of my projects. Anyway, Jay, thanks for giving me a good evening all the way around to the boat anchor net. Glad I got home in time to get checked in. KB0U.
Alrighty, Perry. Good to hear you as usual. And that's I've had a pretty good run there, so I guess I'll give old Doug a shot at it, and I'll let him pass it to Rusty if he's here, which he probably is, I'm sure. So WB1E, you want to take over, sir? Go right ahead.
All right, thanks, Jay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Doug, WB1E, located in Bryan, Texas. And tonight I'm on the same junk I always run. It's a Swan 500, driving a Swan Mark I retro mod with a pair of 4-400s in grounded grid. So driving those with 2700 volt DC, an old Bandit, a 60-pound transformer. So everything inside is my design inside the Swan Mark I, except for the tank circuit and the meter. So everything else is even got some World War II jeweled pilot lights. Hey, all right. So I'm going to take. And the antenna is a inverted V up at about 90 feet, fed with coax. Free-range chickens. Any free-range check-in stations. We're not talking chickens. Free-range check-ins. Somebody used, I think it was Lynn that used the term free-range, so I'm running with it. I'm going to take some check-ins. Any check-ins to the boat anchors net? Come now.
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Quebec, Mike, Uniform Yankee.
Okay, Golf Quebec, Mike. Was that Kilo 5, Golf Quebec, Mike, over?
Roger that, Doug. It's Barry in Mason.
Oh, very good, Barry. Yeah, that's right. Hey, good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Good to hear everybody. Everybody sounds good. I'm running my regular rig tonight, a Drake TR4 CW, fed with this 10DA or DA10 microphone, running through my MN2000 and barefoot into my inset half wave tonight. Over.
Okay, tell me, I just, lightning crash took you out when I got everything except what kind of microphone you're running, over?
Yeah, that's a 10DA microphone. It's an unamplified high-Z mic, over.
Okay, all right. It's not, every time we talk microphones, I get a little bit of lightning noise, so no worries. Let's see, I have about an S9 noise level here, rather high, but we don't have any local weather, and you're coming in about +10, +15, but I've seemed to pick up some local noise here in the last few months. So anyway, Barry, thanks for checking in to the Boat Anchors Net. Anybody else want to check in? Come now.
November 5, Tango, Mike, Lima.
New Mexico.
Okay, there's somebody way out there, but I'll go ahead and take November 5, Tango Mike Lima. Good evening. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net. My name's Doug. Call Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo. Over.
Good evening, Doug, and everyone on the net. This is N5TML. Handle is Tim, Tango India Mike. I'm on a modern Kenwood radio tonight with a old Tintec amplifier, putting out about 1,000 watts or so. Everyone is sounding great tonight. Thank you for having me on the net. N5TML, back to net.
Okay, very good, Tim. It's interesting. The Tintec amplifiers, yeah, I've heard quite a few stories about those, and but I really can't say whether it is extremely positive or extremely negative, though. But they seem to pop up in conversation quite a bit. But in any event, thanks for checking in. So N5TML, by the way, you're plus 25 here, very loud. So your station is sounding really nice. And tell me again what your antenna is and height to the feed point. Over.
Yes, I'm on a home-built fan dipole up about 50 feet, N5TML.
Yes, Tim, see there, I've just uncovered your secret. Hey, very well done on the homemade homebrew. We here on the Boat Anchors Net, we encourage homebrew and DIY. And if you have any tricks about which band you like to tune up on that fan dipole next time, go ahead and throw that out there. Say that the bottom band tunes first. Those of us haven't figured that out. We eventually do figure it out, and it's always nice to know a couple tricks if you're a big DIYer. Thanks for checking in, Tim. This is WB1E, and I'll take the next free-range check-in. Come now. Anybody who would like to check in to the Boat Anchors Net, come now.
November 5, Bravo Tango.
Okay, I keep hearing some light traffic out there. It may be the AM stations out in California. N5, Bravo Tango, good evening. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Hey, good evening, Doug. Thanks for helping run the net. This is Mickey in Odessa, Texas, and I'm coming to you tonight on the Kenwood Hybrid TS830S. I've got a few extra watts coming from a TL922A, and that is all going through an inverted feed that's up about 30 feet. It's actually a trap dipole that gives me 40 and 80 meters, and usually does a fairly good job. But everybody's sounding good. I've heard of several stations on their KWM2 variants, and it really kind of makes me want one of those radios now. But I just like hearing everybody's sound on this Boat Anchor Net, and wanted to say hello this evening.
No, QSL. It's always great to listen on a cold and rainy night to fire up a tube chassis made of steel, probably with a dial string. So I'm not sure. I don't think the Swan 500 has a dial string per se, but it's sure got some sort of weird mechanism. I'll tell you. All right. Well, thanks, Nicky, for checking in. You're about, I'd say, plus 15. I don't know what kind of noise I got, but I'm going to have to really start looking into addressing this, because it's everywhere, every time of the day, and that's something brand new. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and I'm going to find out if there's any other free-range check-ins, and we would either that, if I don't see anything, I'll probably be sending it over to Rusty. So one more time, any check-ins to the Boat Anchors Net, come now.
KK6QY, Northern New Mexico.
Yeah, any repeat on that weak station? I'm sorry, anybody can copy him?
I can. It's KK6, I believe JY.
Go ahead, Rusty. Good evening, sir. Sorry, sir, just a light copy over here.
Okay, the KK6 station, go ahead.
Yes, it's Kilo Juliet 6, Juliet Uniform Yankee.
Just checking in here tonight. Just got a TR4CW back to life, and thought I'd try and see if I can make it. Sounds like it's we're in Chama, New Mexico. The name here is Randy. It's the second or third time I've checked into your wonderful boat anchor net here. So everybody's 20 over and 9 here. I'm listening to it. Everybody sounds great, but I'm really curious what about 180 watts. Back to you.
Okay, your Drake is doing the trick there. Did you say you were in New Mexico?
Yes, northern central New Mexico. It's called Chama. It's just close to Springs, Colorado.
Okay, Roger. Yeah. Up there close to, I believe, what they refer to as Three Corners. Anyway, you're making a trip here on your Drake. You're a little light, but I had to lean over next to the speaker, but I got everything you said there. Appreciate you checking in there, and we'll catch you next time. You want me to go ahead and keep going, Doug?
Yeah, tell me what his call was.
Kilo, Juliet 6, Juliet Uniform Yankee, I believe it was. Yeah, he said that was correct.
All right, great. Hey, thanks, Rusty. Yeah, go ahead and take over. I was just getting ready to hand it to you anyway, so good timing. And good evening.
Good evening, Doug, and everybody else on the Boat Anchors Net. This is WK5R. Name is Rusty, and I'm located up here in northeast Texas. And I think Jerry early there was my neighbor over there about 4 miles across the woods there. I think that was JC. Anyway, I'm running my usual stuff, FTDX10, the Tascam TM70 Dynamic Broadcast Studio mic. And I'm driving my homebrew GS35B amplifier tonight, and that's going into my homebrew tuner in bypass mode because I don't need it tuned here on 80 meters, and it goes out to my homebrew dipole for 40, 80, and 160 up there about 50 foot up on the tower. So that's where we're at here. So with that, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Go for Kilo.
Okay, I got 2 right there. I got you for the count, Jim. And good evening up there in Nebraska. Kurt, go ahead.
Good evening, Rusty and the Net. This is N0 GDK, crewed up here in south central Nebraska. And tonight, Rusty, I'm on my high-gain Galaxy GT550 Alpha station. Got the matching speaker, VFO, watt meter, and using a World Radio Lab SD44 microphone, which is a 444 clone. And that's running into my Galaxy 2000 Baker amplifier using 10 6LB6 3 tubes, putting out about 700 watts into the off center fed antenna up 30 feet. WK5R from Anzura GBK.
Okay, Kurt. That GB550 always sounds good there. It's not as strong as I have heard you, but for some odd reason, I don't think the band is stretched out like it should be. But anyway, sounds good there. And I know exactly which microphone you're talking about because I saw one here a while back. I had one. Anyway, we'll catch you later. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Anybody, anywhere for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Well, y'all may have done it there, so I'll hand it back to Lynn, and we'll go around one more time and see what happens. K5LYN, WK5R. Good evening, Lynn.
Hey, very well done, Rusty. Great to hear you. K5LYN, my name's Lynn in Austin, and it's been a great net thus far. Quiet band, beautiful conditions, and welcome all those guys who are new to the group. If you have not heard, often our net is recorded and posted to YouTube. So if you want to hear previous recordings of this net, go to YouTube and put in Boat Anchors Net, and you'll get audio-only reviews and recordings of the net. Sometimes it's recorded, sometimes it's not. All volunteer basis, and we appreciate Matt's work. Okay, this is K5LYN on the cheap and easy SSB, a homebrew station from the mid-1950s. Anybody else want to talk to us this afternoon, this evening? I'm listening. Well, now where is Byron tonight? He's usually here last in the string. Byron, we missed you. We'll look for you next week. Jay, you want to take it and go around the corner one more time?
Alrighty, we'll see what we can scrounge up. Oh, that doesn't sound very appealing, but at any rate, this KM5QS, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited. We're on the last go-round. Had a good net so far. Anyone else that we've missed would care to check in, come now, please. Well, I do believe we've done it. 24 check-ins, all sounding good. Most of them on Boat Anchors, the rest of them still sounding good. Anyway, Rusty, you want to tie the ribbon? KM5QS, I'm out of here.
All right, Jay, guess I'll do it. Well, folks, this is WK5R, and you're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. This is the last call before we shut the door. Anybody, anywhere wants to check in, come now.
Hey, Rusty?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, people that might not hear me, repeat what I said about the YouTube recordings of our net under Boat Anchors Net.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you want to listen to a recording of the net, it's on YouTube under Boat Anchors Net. And you can listen to the audio from it there. And
What do you mean, whoop?
I got too close to the microphone and it cut my radio off, but I am back now. So anyway, we'd like to thank everybody for participating, and we'll look for y'all next week. Everybody must be still full of turkey or something. Well, this is WK5R, now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited net at 8:07 and returning the frequency to normal amateur abuse. WK5R.
Great show, guys. Thanks to everybody that came by.
Yeah, good net. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and Lynn for inventing the term free-range chicken.
Thank you, Doug.
In.
That's what it said, chicken.